What's up, fellas? Had a loyal patron supporter that wanted me to talk about things I still don't understand about women. Now, in customary AMS fashion, I wrote out a list. I had a list of things I still don't understand about women. But then the way I typically do things, I gave it some serious thought. So I sat down and I said, you know what? Why would they do that? I really had never gave it much thought before. It kind of like thought of it in passing, but I never really sat down and really gave it some serious thought. And so I came out with a list that a few things that I don't understand about women. But then I came up with some theories as to why they do that. Okay, guys? So I'm going to give y'all some things that in the past I had always thought, why do they continuously do that? But last night I sat down and really gave it some thought, and I'll give y'all my theories as to why they do that, okay? And y'all can tell me if y'all agree with it or not. All right, guys. Number one, why they wear so much makeup when men have been telling women for years we don't like that. I have no idea, I had no idea as to why women wanted to put so much makeup on to look like trans women, right? Because the thing with a whole bunch of a whole face guys came from trans women to make their face look more feminine, right? And so women started doing that cake up stuff too. I never saw this in my youth, all right? When I was 8, 9 years old, I don't remember women putting on a whole face like that. And then, RuPaul came out, and then she would be super caked up. And then it got passed down to women. But then I gave it some thought last night, and I realized that a lot of women have bad skin. And the bad skin comes from makeup. So what happens is, once you put a whole lot of makeup on, guys, it clogs your pores. That causes acne breakouts. So now I got to put a whole bunch of makeup on to cover that up. So it's essentially just putting a Band-Aid over the problem instead of addressing the problem. Now, I don't know if a lot of women understand that, because the beauty industry is about selling makeup. It's not about fixing the problem. So instead of telling women to find a good face cleaning, regimen that they can do to not need so much makeup, they don't benefit off of that. They benefit off of you wearing makeup. See, guys, what y'all guys got to understand about a lot of stuff that when we're being sold, they don't like for you to address the problem. They want to give you a Band-Aid. It's no different than the 6-minute abs, these fake ab roller things they sell, supplements. It's the only supplement, guys, in bodybuilding that you really need is creatine, because you simply can't eat enough creatine. But if you guys ate just one salad a day, you would not need multivitamins. Okay, guys? But a lot of people like a Band-Aid, like to give you quick fixes. And so a lot of these women, they just need to develop a good skin cleaning regimen that they can stick to, instead of all that makeup to cover previous acne breakouts. It's absolutely ridiculous, guys. Okay, so that would be number one, why they wear so much makeup. And I theorize it is to cover previous acne breakouts. Number two, why they get these over-the-top BBLs. Well, I theorize that they do it even though men tell them it looks ridiculous, is because at first they were good. Women would go back there and then they would get a little something. And you could not even tell, guys, when BBLs first hit the scene, we didn't even know women was doing that because it looked natural. But actually, guys, BBL's been around for a long time, but the way it was, it looked like a woman just hit at the gym and started doing some squats, and you couldn't tell none the wise. Then what happened was, as with anything, guys, you get this butt, then I got to top you. All right? America develops a nuclear bomb. Well, Russia got to come with a nuclear bomb. Okay, well, now we got to come with a hydrogen bomb. Well, we got to come with a thermonuclear bomb. That's the way it works. Now they're trying to discuss how to put bombs in space. Well, you can get bombed from outer space. Get a nuclear bomb from outer space. This is the way it works. So once somebody starts it, well, then I got to come, overdo you. Y'all remember when rims first hit the scene, when guys first started getting rims? I think the first real rims, I'm not even going to go back to the wild rims, all the way back to the Dayton's and stuff. Let's just go back to when guys started getting 20-inch rims. You remember 20-inch rims? Nice, look good, right? 20-inch rims, oh man, a nice little. What happened? Then you got the 22s, then the 24s, then the 26s, then the 28s. For long, guys were looking like they were riding out around the street in Mack trucks. Seriously, sitting that high off the ground with 32-inch rims on a goddamn Caprice. That's the way it is, guys. So how this works is, guys, any attention is good attention, even if you look like a damn jackass. It'll be just like if you guys right now just wanted attention, right? Just, you didn't care if it was good attention, bad attention, right? You could just walk down the street right now with a clown hat on, and people be like, what the hell going on? What are you doing? What? That just, even though you look stupid as hell, you're getting attention. The same thing goes for fashion, guys. If you're doing fashion and you don't bring nothing new to the table, you just blend in. You only get that attention if you're doing something different. It's the same way in business. If you just gonna do what everybody else doing, then you kind of just blend in. You find a way to separate yourself. So when you see these girls who doing these over-the-top BBLs, even though it looks stupid as hell, I mean just stupid, the whole point is they just want attention. Good attention, bad attention. They just want attention. Okay, guys? So even though we men are telling these women, don't get these stupid ass BBLs. And guys, here's essentially the issue. And this goes back to my first point, what I was telling you about the makeup. These doctors could just tell women, you really don't need a BBL. If you just got lipo taken out of your waist, it would give you the same effect of getting a BBL. It would give you that hourglass shape. But doctors are not in the business of trying to, save you money or save you time and hassle. They trying to make money. But a lot of these women who get BBLs, if they just got lipo out of their waist, it would give them that shape. Now, maybe it wouldn't give them that crazy butt, but it would give them a nice shape. But doctors don't tell them. Doctors just want the dollars. Okay, guys? So that's why I theorize why these women continuously get BBLs, even though men been telling them for years, we don't like it. But at the same time, it accomplishes what they want. It just want the attention. You know how empty inside you have to be to want attention, even if it's stupid attention? Y'all guys remember in school the kid that used to be like wanting attention so bad that they would act bad in class? That's just somebody who's not loved. That's what that tells you, guys. When you see somebody doing that, that is somebody, that's telling you an insecurity. That's a cry for attention. That's how, a cry for attention is what, guys? Somebody not feeling loved. Next, guys, why women do everything for male attention, but then get annoyed or feel sexualized when you give them that attention. Now, a lot of guys are going to say, well, that's because they want it from the man that they want. But then y'all guys explain this to me if that's the situation. Why would a woman who works at a job, who knows the men that are out there, right? Ain't nobody just going to magically make some attractive men appear out there. She knows the type of men that are out there. Obviously, it was no men there yesterday that she was attracted to. So did out of thin air, did somebody snap their fingers and make some attractive men out there? No. So then why would that same woman try to come out there? And y'all want to know what the woman that pisses me off the most when I work these type of jobs? The woman who would wear like the tight blouse with a coat over it and spend the whole day doing this shit. Every time, like, she'll be walking, and every time she come back in contact with a man, she do this, cover, like, you could be just looking at the wall, and she'll be over there talking about something. Bitch, why would you wear a body shirt under a jacket, and then every time you come in contact with a man, or passing a man, you feel you need to cover your jacket, your shirt up? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Same with these girls in the gym doing these videos in the gym, trying to, the creep videos, right? So they know that there are no men out there that they're trying to attract. Some of these women even be married, happily married. So then I was like, well, why would they do that and then get annoyed when you look their way? Because male attention is a need, not a want. That's what I theorize. They don't want your attention, they need it. Just like doctors. We don't like doctors, but we need them. We don't like vegetables, but we need them. Our attention, our validation, our sexual validation is for their self-esteem. They need it to feel attractive, even though they might not necessarily want it. Which is crazy, right? It's crazy that something that's as simple as male attention is that important as a doctor. Ain't that crazy? Male attention is as important as vegetables, as mechanic repair shops. You need it. Nobody likes it, but you need it. And women need our attention. Now, I would like to start this great campaign, hashtag no male attention, but it doesn't work because you still gonna have guys who are going to go do it, right? Like when I see women try to start these B4 movements and, pretty much like trying to say the soft girl era movement and all this other shit, the shit would never work because you need to get all people on board with that. And so it never works. So the 4B movement is going to be like any other movement that women have tried to ransom the pussy. It's not going to work because it's still going to be women that are going to give it up freely, and it's still going to be men that are going to give women attention freely. So what's the point of starting a hashtag no male attention campaign for when guys are still going to simp and do it? But that's how powerful our attention is, guys. That they don't even like it. They fucking need it. It's like air to them. That's crazy. That's why they do it. They don't like it. They just need it. Next, guys, why women seek high value men, but then still want to think that they're the prize. Well, that doesn't even make sense. Hypergamy says women like to date up, right? That's what hypergamy states. Women like to date up. And guys, the funny thing is, I thought hypergamy was something that Rollo created. Hypergamy is something that goes all the way back in time. I didn't even know that. I thought that was something that Rollo Tomasi created. I didn't even know hypergamy is like really a thing. Like this is women dated up all the way back to the kings and queens back in the day. Hypergamy, women date up, right? So it's like a biology thing. This ain't something that Rollo just created 10 years ago, 20 years ago. This is a real thing, right? So if you're dating up, well, then how can you in turn be the prize when you're dating up? So here's the thing, guys. This is what I theorize. It is so many female influencers on social media telling women that they're the prize because they have a vajayjay that it overriding their thought with hypergamy. I'm going to tell y'all guys something. The high value male game isn't what it used to be back in the day. Guys, 20 years ago, the men who had the money, women would fight over them. Seriously, would fight over them. They didn't act like that. If you was a guy who had your shit together, probably even 10 years ago, women would literally fight over you. You was a prized commodity. Seriously. Now, the way women think, you just come dime a dozen because that's what they're being told on social media by influencers. I'm gonna tell y'all guys an honest truth. I myself can see a big difference in dating today than just when I came on YouTube. The trajectory of the dating game in just from 2017 to today, and I don't want to say what today is because this video might be on YouTube in 2029, and I don't want guys to be too stupid to realize they get the videos later. They haven't figured that out yet. So to today, I seen a big change in the game. Now, we know it's social media, but I'm gonna tell y'all guys what I think the biggest thing, the last step that made it even more toxic today. TikTok. When TikTok hit the scene, what you had was you had a lot of people who weren't maybe not good to make YouTube videos, but great on TikTok. See, a lot of people can't make a good 15, 20, 25-minute video. Oh, but boy, they can give you some hella cliff notes in a minute. And so you have a lot of these women on TikTok who would have never did YouTube, but now TikTok has just propelled so many social media influencers, women who can't make good content, and just catapulted them. The Sprinkle lady was pretty much a dead channel until she blew up on TikTok. And so if y'all guys notice a great decline, it was already bad in 2017 when I hit YouTube. It's terrible today. For all you guys that are wondering, man, damn, what's it's not in your head, guys. It's really that bad. I'm gonna take a clause from Austin Holloman. It's really that bad. I'm amazed as a 6'4" good-looking millionaire at the arrogance of women. It's not in your head. If you're thinking it's in your head, it's not in your head. Okay, guys? I've hung out with powerful influencers in the city of Atlanta who have money, and they would, I ain't gonna say no names, they would even tell you it's bad. So if you're a guy and you just wonder, man, am I imagining things? You're not imagining things. The dating game dealing with women is shit right now. It's shit. You have too many women, social media influencers on TikTok telling women you're the prize and coming up with all this soft girl era. I'm telling y'all guys, none of those trends would have gotten any traction to it without TikTok. Because YouTube making a 10 to 20 minute video that can grow an audience, opposed to making quick little, hey girl, if that man won't take you out for a five-star date on the first date, then you a queen. You don't that. We ain't selling for less. See, a lot of people can do that on TikTok. A lot of girls can get over there and snap their fingers for a minute on TikTok and make good, compelling content. That don't mean they could do it on YouTube. And so you have a lot of these toxic female influencers spreading that shit. And that has made the game, I've seen myself, guys, from 2017 to 2024. Now, I don't want to kid y'all guys and act like I still don't get my fair share. I just recognize that it's a little bit more work, that I have to weed through more women. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised at how many women I have to block. I'm surprised at how many women, now this is mostly going to be day naps, because once I meet them, and then we talking about a different story. But like I can't, off the day naps, women I meet off the day naps, I'm surprised at how many women I have to discard who be on that bullshit for the first date. Now, once I get you on the first date, that's it. Once you get all this 6'4" chocolate in front of you, the game changed. But to get to that first date, I have to disqualify a lot of women, be on that bullshit. So no, you're not imagining things. In the words of the great Austin Holloman, it really is that bad. And I can contest to that. So you're not imagining things. And lastly, guys, why can't women handle accountability? Got a theory for that too. I never really sat down and just thought about this stuff till last night. Actually, I did have thought about this one before. Society doesn't hold women accountable. See, everything is about consequences, guys. Do y'all guys understand that? Everything is about consequences. Y'all want to know why I learned to control my temper? Because I lost jobs losing my temper in my early 20s, which caused me to lose my apartments, my home, and have to go move with relatives because I done cussed out bosses and stuff. You do that shit enough, you lose enough of your shit, and you quickly realize, hey man, it's consequences to losing your temper. Well, why shouldn't women just falsely accuse men? Why shouldn't they? If they calling the lies, oops, my bad, dog. There's no consequences. I finally just seen one the other day. The girl off the Pop the Balloon show, finally somebody got charged with extortion. The black girl off Pop That Balloon who tried to blackmail Trevor Bauer, whatever his name is, the baseball player with some pregnancy and shit. She the first one I've seen charged with extortion. If I'm a girl and I see that there's no consequences and I slept with Chris Brown, why not go file a $10 million lawsuit? Hell, if I get caught, oops, my bad, dog. No consequences. There's no consequences. So until society holds women accountable, don't expect women to hold themselves accountable. We don't hold ourselves accountable. Society holds us accountable. But not women when they do certain shit. Saw the woman sleep with the Boston Celtics head coach. He gets fired. She's still there. We saw the girl sleeps with lied on Michael Irvin. Do any of y'all guys know her name? I still don't know her fucking name. Cost the man his job. He got it back, but cost the man his job. Oops, my bad, dog. That's what we dealing with. So how can I expect women to, want to be accountable when society doesn't hold them accountable? Okay, guys. So that's what I had for things I don't understand about women. But as y'all guys know how I am, I'm a deep thinker. I sat down and thought about it. I said, you know what? Don't nothing happen without a reason. Everything has a cause and effect. So I gave it some thought, and that's what I was able to come up with, guys. All right, guys. I'll get back with you guys later.